Welcome back to the Game Collection. After years of hearing about the Legend of Heroes Trails series, I finally decided to give it a go. And what I found was the last thing that I expected, a worthy successor to the Grandia series. So let's talk about this. I am SuperDerek, and this is Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky FC. Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky FC, or First Chapter, is the first entry in the Trails in the Sky series, which is the first set of games in the larger, overarching Trails or Kiseki series. The series is in itself a subset of games in the Legend.
Welcome to SuperDerek RPGs on Twitch! If you love RPGs, there's no better place for you to be in the whole world than right here, hanging out with SuperDerek. So get a snack and get comfy, because the show will be starting soon.
Why, hello there, Seth.
Welcome
and
back
Bleb
to the
again.
Game Collection.
Hey,
After
good to see you,
years of
man.
Hearing about the Legend of Heroes Trails series, I finally decided to give it a go. And what I found was the last thing that I expected, a worthy successor to the Grandia series. So let's talk about this. I am SuperDerek, and this is Legend
You have
of
an
Heroes
exam tomorrow.
Trails in the Sky FC.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry to hear that, Pleb again. That's very unfortunate.
Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky FC, or First Chapter, is the first entry in the Trails in the Sky series, which is the first set of games in the larger, overarching Trails or
Alright, I'm done
Kiseki
playing around with
series.
my effects panel.
The series is itself a subset of games in
Hey,
the
look, I
Legend of
think I've
Heroes
seen that
series,
game before.
A series that dates back to the 1980s when Nihon Falcom released Dragon Slayer
Ah,
on
man.
the PC.
Good to see you guys.
8801.
I hope that you're having
We're
a
talking
wonderful
about the
Wednesday
real
so far.
magic here.
At least for those of you who are enjoying a Wednesday, at least.
Trails in the Sky is a perfect starting point for
We're gonna get going here in just a moment or two, but real quick, I've just been, let's see, let me load up a couple things, get some stuff ready. I have been monitoring the comments of my video today, just like a little too obsessively, honestly.
PlayStation Portable in 2006. However, in the West, we wouldn't see the game until its Western debut in late
that
2011.
intro reel, gotta love it, huh?
Poorly overall, so copies can be hard to find.
That's actually still the
But in
PC that I
summer
actually used to play Trails in of Azure and Zero. It's just a sleeper PC build, the beige box.
Huge emphasis on the cult part, by the way. And after my playthrough, I may have just
Alright.
become
Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you hadn't had a chance to see it, it's about why shorter RPGs are better.
I'm far from a lore expert in the series, but in the world of Trails...
So anyway, let's play some Trails of Cold Steel. Oh man, I know, right, Board? It wasn't that long ago, was it? Was it? Next to...
Does this mean
Hey!
that you like me?
As a matter of fact, you've had... Oh wait, I hope... 2 terrible weeks. Oh no! I am sorry to hear that, Nixu. That really sucks. Well, I hope that this can be the beginning of a good new week. I hope so, anyway. We'll try our best. Hey, Fabian, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Had a bit more energy in that video. Yeah, it was, I don't know, something about just making that video, something came over me. I don't know. I'm not used to being that energetic, but it was a lot of fun. Yep, I think that, hey, Total Eclipse, thank you so much. Good to have you here. I'm glad that you enjoyed that video. the irony of putting out that video the week that I start Trails of Cold Steel is not lost on me. But hey, you know, that is how it is. Good to see you, Switch Wicked. Good to see you guys. Hope you're having a good evening so far. Working away at your screen printing, I bet, or buttons or what have you. By the way, guys, if you want to check out some pretty cool stuff that Switch Wicked has up for sale, make sure you check them out over at shop.superderekrpgs.com, where you can get some pretty cool Super Derek t-shirts and also some pretty cool Switch Wicked t-shirts. They are my good friends here in town, and yeah, they're gonna be hanging out for a little bit today. But disregard the discount for that message. I need to fix that because that's not accurate at this point for that shop. So yeah. I need to fix that. Can I guess Super Derek Underoos? You know, that might be a nice idea there. Might be a wizard. I'll ask him, would you prefer boxers or briefs or bikini bottoms? I can just get my face printed on the front. Let's get on it. I agree, Switch Wicked. Let's do it. Yeah, the Speedos. Hey, Alvaro Bnu. Thank you so much for those bits. Very much appreciated. Gotta get the banana hammocks. Yep. All right. Well, you know what? I think what we'll do, I'll put it up to a pre-order. So anybody who wants them can get them. Yeah. Then that way we're not left with some leftover stock. Boxers. I mean, I could use the bikinis as an eye patch. Hey, you know what? That would be pretty rad. Just get some SuperDerek eye patches going on. I mean, I've heard of like, you know, patches, but like eye patches would be pretty awesome. Can sell those to all the people who would rather not purchase their games legally. Hey, Timmy, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here, sir. How are you doing today? All right, well, I guess let's go ahead and recap what's been going on so far in Trails of Cold Steel. We've got to get through the other pre-order first. There is another pre-order that's coming. That's right. But, you know, we're keeping the details a little, you know, I will say we've had some requests and we are listening. And we're going to be doing something pretty awesome. I'm very excited. Just got to get my... Did you guys do a test print of that already, by the way, Switch Wicked? Naticus! Oh my goodness!
You like me?
Oh no, it's a long RPG. Those are bad. No, that's not what I said. That is a mischaracterization, sir. Sir. Mr. Naticus, sir. First thing next week. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. So just in order to help clarify anything that I was saying about long RPGs being better, it's really just like, you know, that's the YouTube headline, right? But what I'm actually trying to say is all else being equal, and a lot of times all else is equal, just cut out the filler and the game's better, right? You know, and then stop wasting our time. That's all. Now, some long games happen to also be really good, and a lot of those happen to be Trails games, at least in my recent memory. Yeah, it's all an investment of time. Like a perfect example of this that I can think of right now is Persona 3, right? Persona 3 was a really great game. Tartarus could have been half as long as it was, though, and I don't think anybody would have complained, right? like if Tartarus was just, you know, 60 floors instead of like 200 and some, like, or whatever, I think it would have been a much better game. And yeah, it would have been balanced a little bit better, I think, personally speaking. But I think, yeah, I think it would have been nice if instead it was, you know, a little bit shorter, a little more condensed, you know. Goes for dungeons in every modern Persona game. I think you can take out the modern qualifier there. That goes for dungeons in all of the Personas, honestly. Every single one. SuperDerek body pillows, please. Well, that might require some sort of, I don't know, wide format printer or something. I don't know. That would be pretty interesting though. Total Eclipse. Yeah, that very well could be a thing. Yeah, they could have made Chrono Trigger a lot longer though. They probably could have, but instead, by condensing Chrono Trigger to be a bit shorter, it encouraged people to play through multiple times to get multiple endings, and thereby lengthening the game for people who wanted, you know, to see everything that the game had to offer, while also keeping it accessible for people who only have like 24, 25 hours to spend on a game, you know? By the way, Chrono Trigger was $80 at launch in 1990s money. I wonder what that equates to today. Let's see. 80 USD in 1996. Okay, fine. What's the dollar worth in 1996? That's not true. Okay, let's see. $80 from 1996 adjusted for inflation today. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time like typing this into Google. Okay, so that'd be like $150 today. Can you believe that? Imagine paying $150 for a 25-hour RPG today. That would rustle some jimmies, I think. That would have people really up in arms. Even if it was as good as Chrono Trigger, people would be up in arms. Oh man, rice or potato, you can only choose one and the other disappears forever. Rice. Easy. Yeah, potato. I mean, potatoes got more nutrients for you. You can survive on potatoes, which is great, right? But I'm a big rice guy when I can. Right now I can't. I've eliminated carbohydrates for the most part from my diet, which is how I've been losing a whole bunch of weight over the last few years. And yeah, maybe I should have said to eliminate rice, because then I'd have no more temptation. Because I mean, mashed potatoes are great and all, but it's like, what else do you do with potato, right? Yeah. But can I eat taters? Nope, I can't eat taters. I can't eat rice, can't eat taters. Well, I mean, I can. I just don't want to. That's the thing. Anyway, not to be completely sidetracked. You can do so much with potatoes. What do you mean? You can mash them, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Potatoes. Hey, Freddy Ken.
That you like me?
After watching the first Cold Steel stream from Monday, I want to replay the Cold Steel games and must resist this. Good to see you, Freddy. Welcome back to the Super Friends. Thank you so much for your 33 months of continued support here. Holy cow, kind sir. And everybody who enjoys the Hit Point weekly JRPG podcast over my YouTube channel, it is thanks to this kind sir, Freddy Ken here, who happens to be the one who provided several weeks the timestamps. So if you've been enjoying those timestamps, think of Freddy Ken today. He's been really super helpful. Thanks. All right, I'm on and off keto myself. Too hard right now to keep on it because of where I am and how. Yeah. I'm very lucky that my wife is also doing keto with me, and that she also happens to have found that this actually really works well with her digestive constitution. Turns out she has some sort of digestive problem with wheat, oats, barley, and rye. I don't think it's full-blown Crohn's disease or anything like that, but it's not good. So what we found is it's actually just better for her in general, and does wonders for me. So yeah, it's easy to stay on it when the alternative is severe digestive discomfort. But you know what? That's a little bit of personal information. That's a little bit of too much information. Let's go ahead and try diving in to some more Trails of Cold Steel. Actually, no, before we do that, I was trying to recap what we did last time. Okay, so last time we were playing through Trails of Cold Steel. We were playing as black-haired boy who just joined a new school in the Empire. Yeah, and he's got a red jacket, and everybody else has green jackets. My doxing Amy again. That's all I do these days, man. Just doxing. No, and he had a red jacket, and he found several other people who also had red jackets and weapons and stuff, which was pretty interesting. And then the baguettes. That's right, they had the baguettes that they carried around, slung over their shoulders. That was all very cool. Then they found out that they're part of Class 7. Which is, it just goes to show that the school done some creative math, because before they had two just for the nobles, the nobility, and 3 for the common scum of the earth. The citizens, the commonality, and then yeah, so that's 5. They skipped that, went straight to Class 7 just because Class 7 just sounds so much better than Class 6, apparently. Where's the Dragon Ball recap?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Let's see, what else was there? There was...
Our heroes fell into a trap within the new high school floor busted open, and it was really crazy. And then there were monsters everywhere. And then there was a class warfare. I mean, a different kind of class war. Like it was a class of people in class, but it was also class warfare.
All right. I think that's pretty much captures a lot of that tension, that air of tension that was going on there. Oh yes, there was also God, what's the name of black-haired boy? Reen was one of the last students to have fallen into the gap when the trap was sprung, so to speak. Yep. He was one of the last people to fall into that trap, but he was able to somehow fall underneath. What was her name? Yeah, Comic Relief. I don't remember her first name, but I'm pretty sure the last name was Reinford. Yeah, Reen Schwarzer. And, which is, yeah. That's the one. Elisa. Arr, who's Schwartz Art Online. Let's see. Yeah. Well, so I don't know what her last name is. I'm for whatever reason I was jumping toward Reinford. It's Rudolph. Okay, I see you. Anyways, so her last name is a mystery, but apparently she broke her fall on his face, and that was some interesting physics in order for some cliched anime tropes. Cause why not? It's cliche anime trope time. All right. So, following that, they went through the first dungeon and they fought a big old gargoyle at the end, and they did an all-out attack where they all got their weapons and just beat the thing into the earth. Like, I just imagine like a bunch of like high school kids around a giant monster and just like punching and kicking it in the head and stuff until it dies. It sounds extremely brutal when you think about it. Like if this was a real life sort of thing and they're just all wailing on it in anyways, yeah, they give it a beat down after it was just minding its own business, hanging out in a school by itself for who knows how long. Yeah, it's a military school. That is a very important distinction. All right. Yeah, and Laura cut its head off and then it turned to stone. So that was pretty interesting. And that's when they were all presented an opportunity to opt out, which is pretty interesting because it feels kind of like what they did in the beginning of Trails from Zero, where the SSS was sort of provided an opportunity to walk away, no strings attached. But everybody had their own reasons for wanting to be a part of Class 7. And the two people, the guy who was very anti-nobility and the guy who was a noble, I can't remember their names yet. You'll have to forgive me. That cracked me up because it just looked like the noble guy forced the other guy's hand, because he's like, yeah, you shouldn't do this. You should just go home because you don't want to be a part of this with me. And I'll be here. And he's like, you can't tell me what to do. And Machias and Eustace. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, we forgive you this time. So yeah, the kids are basically, cadets. They're, it's the Green Boys. What was, it's the ROTC program. Yeah. So Eustace pretty much played Machias like a fiddle. And I suspect that was completely intentional on his part, but we'll find out if that's actually the case.
This time in Trails of Cold Steel.
All right, let's dive in. All right, push the any button to continue, and that's where I shall. And let me just double check that the chat is still working, because there we go. That was just a quick test to make sure. It seems like it's working just fine. All right. It's funny because I was like, I want to test the chat, so I typed in chat instead of test, but just all discombobulated. Thanks, chat. Appreciate y'all. Oh, look, it's kind of like a Persona, like with the dates and stuff. You guys aren't like SMT fans, right? You're not gonna get pissed at me if I make comparisons to Persona, are you? Oh man, I'm just teasing. Oh, that's a pretty cool looking little room there. And for your combat summary, Reen went full weeb, Gaius evaded every other attack, Elliot used the resounding beat, yep, and Machias said, so anyway, I start blasting. Indeed. Good recap. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm okay with that. Cold Steel, I mean, ripping off Persona. Persona was a fine series to rip things off from.
Time to get going.
Oh, the old family.
Oh, Reen!
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
You said the audio is crackling a bit? You hear audio crackling? From the game or... Here, let me... Yeah, I hear it. What is up with that? Okay. I wonder... Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. I definitely hear it too. Here, I'm going to mute the game audio for a moment. All right, and listen in for a second here. Okay, so it's just the game audio from what I can tell. All right, let's see if we can fix this here. I'm going to try disabling my... yeah, let's see. Now that's the classic Derek experience. That's right. Guys, I'm not going to mince words here. Making the PlayStation 5 work on a capture card has been a nightmare in the last few days. So I'm not really all that surprised, but at the same time, I'm disappointed. And it's weird because I don't hear the crackling through my headphones when I'm playing. And this is some weird stuff that OBS is doing, I think. So give me just one moment. I'm going to see if I can just restart the capture card maybe and see if that makes a difference. Thank you for letting me know about this right away, by the way. Here, we've deactivated it. We'll reactivate it. And let's see if we unmute that. How does this sound now? Better? It sounds better. All right. Okay. Much better. Huzzah. Cool. All right. Crisis averted. If it does act up again, I don't think it should, but if it does, let me know and I can do that thing again. I swear, when I started making YouTube videos and streaming, I vastly underestimated how much time would be spent troubleshooting random crap. Okay. All right. All right. Elliot says, "Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk together?"
Sure.
Okay.
It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
That's exactly what happened to me.
I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor at least. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then.
Oh yeah, stealing is the best form of flattery, you know?
He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
What does that mean? I didn't even question it. I'm just so used to anime. Just a second here, let me get this ready.
It's not even like I like you or anything. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me,
Wanda?
Lisa. We'll see you in class.
Whoops. I do have turbo mode on. Thanks for pointing that out. That was awkward animation.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long.
A whole 3 days, 4 days?
She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying.
It's been 2 weeks? Okay.
Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is, what with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can, whatever that may be.
Yo, Shawshank! Shut up and take my money. Thanks, Shawshank. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here, dude.
These past
And thank you so much
weeks
for those
have
100
gone by,
bits.
haven't they? It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Okay, I will say, in terms of like things that they've ripped off from Persona, they've definitely improved over the discussions that take place during the walk to and from school.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture.
Because like in Persona like 2 and 3, or 3 and 4, I remember they just have like an infinite background that just rotates. Oh, they'll even stop.
I do get what you mean though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well too, as are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end.
How do they spiral downhill after that? I mean, they it seemed like they were practically gonna just fight each
When
other.
two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity.
Oh, thanks, Sean. I appreciate that, dude.
What it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
And the irony of releasing that like the first week I'm playing this game is not lost on me at all.
I wish there was something we could do to help them get along. And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Number 2. Second class citizens, huh?
I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory. Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Oh, fancy.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside at once.
Oh. It's the yacht club.
Class 7, I see.
Ah. What do you want, Malfoy?
Is something the matter?
Every student in this school has his own profile in the notebook. No one is just a faceless NPC. Good to know.
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you?
Did you just call me a mudblood?
Come on. We're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
Ugh.
So they're from one of the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Oh man, I hate school bullies.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
I have no doubt that I will love every minute of this game as well.
Where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Wow, really?
I bet they even get Christmas decorations and stuff.
That's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's
Clubs?
a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
I guess I'll have to join, I don't know, I don't know what club to join. Motorcycle clubs, hey, that's not bad. Weeb club, I like that. Yeah, I'll join anime club.
Be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago. This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions.
War of the Lions sounds really, 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 really familiar. War of the Lions. Oh, why does that sound familiar? Like, it sounds like the title of a... That was tactics game? Okay. Okay, thank you.
A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war.
Oh, is that Taliesin Jaffe?
Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging.
Yeah.
And a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession.
I read that in Patrick Starr's voice. No, that's Thomas.
He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the empire.
Oh, whoops. Darn you, lack of auto advance.
Was Dreikel's Ricey Arnor. He would later become known as Dreikel's the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Dreikel's army was initially rather small in number. But as he traveled across the empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Dreikel's first began gathering his army was... Reinschwarzer. Would you care to tell the class?
No, I didn't study for this one. The place where Dreikel's first started to gather his army was... It was the Nord Highlands, a region northeast of Erebonia.
SuperDerek forgot to save.
Very good, Mr. Schwarzer. Prince Dreikel's wanderings led him to the land of the Nord, where he lived with the vagabonds for some time. It was there that he heard the civil war taking place in Erebonia, and the vagabonds of the North became his very first allies. Yes, I got it right. Oh. Guess he didn't need my help after all.
Baka!
AP increased by 1. Thank you, Flanagan. All right. Academic points. By making good decisions, acting appropriately, and completing quests, you will gain AP, or academic points. When you've accumulated enough AP, your rank will increase the next time you report a quest. There are 15 ranks, ranging from B7 to A0, and every time your rank increases, you will receive a perk from the Academy. So the rank increases here, are those basically like the ranks from detective points and such? I guess it must be, right? Detective points, embracer points, they're now academic points.
Nice work, everyone. You made it through another grueling day of classes.
Sweet.
In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Nerd.
Of course. This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
There's a book tomorrow in the afternoon at the bookstore.
I see.
All right.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement.
Quick tip about AP? You bet, dude. Go for it.
A major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
Yeah?
What?
Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something.
Because you might be dead after it.
That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
That's a very good point there, Plebbigan. I'm a little worried about the practical exam next week. I mean, I'm still just getting used to the staff. I'd be happy to help you train if you need a sparring partner. The gymnasium looks big enough that I'm sure we could have no trouble finding a good spot for it. That's very kind of you to offer, but I was planning on attending club practice today. Oh, you've joined a club already? Which one did you pick? I decided to try for the band, though I'm not sure how much use I'll be for. They'll have for a violinist. I didn't know you played the violin. Did you just pick it up for fun? Yeah, something like that. How about you, Gaius? Have you joined any of the school's clubs? I'm considering joining the art club. Art, huh? Somehow that's not what I pictured for you. No pun intended. Do you have any artistic experience? Hey, Matt's Game Cave.
You like me?
It's going pretty good there. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. I dabbled in it back at home. Taught myself though, so I feel like this could be a good chance to learn proper technique. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'd love to see some of your work sometime. Oh, good. You're still here. Instructor, is there a problem? No, just hoping someone could do a teensy little favor for me. There's something I need to get picked up from the student council room. Something you need picked up? What could it be? Well, that's all for me to know and for you to find out. All I'll say is that it's something absolutely essential to your school life. And somebody needs to go get it. Though it doesn't matter who. Any volunteers? Sure, I'll go. If I show up in the student council room and tell them you sent me, they'll know what I'm there for, right? Wait. Are you sure you don't mind? You two have clubs, so go on that words. I'm still totally undecided, so it shouldn't be a big deal at all. So I can look on a few clubs for myself along the way, in fact. Well, if you don't mind. Thank you. The student council room is in the student union building next door, at the end of the hall on the second floor. It's open until quite late, so there's no rush. Thank you, my dear. I'll leave everything in your capable hands. Okay. All right. Watched some Calvard arc for the latest games. They introduced a saxophone. Nice. Is there anything in the lockers? No, nothing. Okay. All right, well, I guess it's time to... Seems this is seems to be Class 5's first year classroom. Class 1's first year. Okay, hang on. So this is... Okay, 4, 5, 7. Okay, well, at least it says... At least the nameplate at the top says 7. The custodian's room. No, shouldn't I? Well, I'm the janitor this year. Is my room. If you're ever in need of advice, just drop on by. I'll help you any way I can. Even if you bust a window or three, you can let me know. I won't get after you too much. All right, you'll be the first to know if I start endangering the school's glass. Oh, I can't swing my sword to attack the barrels. Where did you learn to fly? This seems to be Class 5's second year classroom. Oh, okay, so we're just working our way on down. Master Vincent is the only son of the Florald family. Despite his pedigree, however, it would be wise to take his words with a healthy degree of skepticism. For instance, while he may claim to be a noble escort of most women, he offers his services to reject him. Ooh. Oh, lost little lamb, worry no longer. For I, Vincent, the noble escort Florand, will take you to where your heart desires. Noble escort? What does that even mean? Good question. What even does it mean? Receptionist Bianca. It's been half a month since the entrance ceremony. Would be... I would imagine you're starting to get used to your life here. I know it's a lot to take in, but as long as you keep your head up, I'm sure you'll adjust soon enough. All right, well, let's go ahead and check out the stuff outside here. And if I remember correctly, Student Union building should be on the east of the main building. Doesn't seem like this is too urgent though, so maybe I'll head over and familiarize myself with the campus a bit. There's more to Thor's Academy than the main building and all its classrooms. There are many other facilities located on campus. The auditorium is used for events like the entrance ceremony. Although this building is normally closed, it will be open during certain events. The field is home to more athletic activities, such as practical exams. Many sports clubs, such as lacrosse and riding clubs, use the area to practice too. The gymnasium is used for general training purposes. There you will find the pool and the training hall. Those two facilities are managed by the swimming and fencing clubs respectively. As such, the gym's usually a lively spot. The engineering building is the de facto place for orbital maintenance and is managed by the engineering club. While you can't enter for now, you'll find yourself here again and again during your time at Thor's. The library holds a variety of papers and books for you to pursue for your perusal, and serves as a handy space for study and research. You can also go there to brush up on all of the Zamorian terminology you can handle. The Student Union building is a place for students to relax and unite. The first floor houses some stores and a cafeteria. Was it just me who thought about Harry Potter? No, I immediately went to Harry Potter as well, actually. You'll find the culture clubs on the second floor and even a salon reserved for upper-class students on the third. Occasionally, you will see event markers displayed on characters and places. These show an event that will take place there. Greens are quests, and reds are key events. So do all the greens before the reds. Got it. All right. Okay, so this way is north. So if I wanted to go to the student council room, it would be over in this area, right? But I don't think I want to do that just yet. So we'll take our time. Nope, I don't. No. Yep, that's the student union. I'm not going in though.
The student union building. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the student council room is.
Hey there, first year.
Did I didn't mean to start.
How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it has. guess he must be a second year. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly.
I hope that wasn't a point of no return I stumbled into.
Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others too. But you just hang in there, okay?
You can tell he's like one of the main other characters because he looks cool.
Okay. Wait. You're a second year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
I think so. Pretty sure I do anyway.
Cheers. All right, watch closely.
What?
Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
It's in your...
Bag. It's in his bag. How do I select neither?
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and the student council room is on the second floor, furthest room back. See you around. Have a good weekend.
Wait, my 50 mirror. He got me. Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room too. Somehow. Guy's good.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Last time I'll see him, it's fine.
Years yet. I wonder if they're all like that.
It's probably yeah, fine.
Now I know where I'm going. Though if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush.
Yeah, I'll just ignore him. He's probably not like the main villain of the game or anything like that. That would be that would be ridiculous. By the way, I'm going to be jumping at shadows the entire game, just a heads up. The doors are locked. Alright. That's probably because that's where they're hiding the main antagonist. The old schoolhouse is up that way. I don't want to check out the old schoolhouse just yet. But seriously, keep your eyes peeled for anybody who has their eyes shut. Because they're untrustworthy. A year seems like so long ago, like a long time, but it'll fly by in a waste if you waste it all studying. It's not incorrect. It was hard work getting into this academy, so we deserve to have some fun while we're here. I concur. It was hard. Am I a voice actor by any chance? No, not yet. I could be a voice actor if any game studios are interested. You there. You're a member of Class 7, are you not? Listen here. Contrary to the tainted image your instructor has provided you, it is a highly distinguished academy. You can see this exemplified by our class students, whose noble behavior you would do well to learn by. Take heed of the every action and mannerism. Do you see them running in corridors? No, you do not. Understood?
What?
9,000?
What does the scouter say about his power level?
9,000.
What?
Still don't understand.
What does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!
Yo, Electrolysis, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid, everybody. Good to have you all here. I'm SuperDerek. I play a bunch of RPGs and then I review them. So good to have you guys here. Welcome. And how is Disco? Was that Disco Elysium? Was that? No, not Disco Elysium. Valkyrie Elysium. Different Elysium. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you're all having a great evening so far. Welcome to Dereklandia. It's your first Valkyrie game? Nice, nice. Well, hello there. Welcome to the infirmary. You seem healthier than our average visitor. Oh, well, classes are over for the day, so feel free to relax here if you'd like. Thank you for the offer. She seems like a sweet old lady. Hang on a second, I gotta... Okay. All right, take care, Plub, again. Have a good rest of your evening. Okay, so this is the main schoolhouse where we were in class. Okay. I was a little bit turned around, but I've got my bearings again. Okay. So it's over here. The Academy Auditorium. Yeah, it's closed. What's this? Is that a kiln for pottery, I take it? Whoa there. Those ladies in the lacrosse get-ups are looking mighty fine. It'd be a crime against photography if I didn't snap some pics. Garbage burning. Oh, okay. Well, that works too, I suppose. Welcome to the Riding Club. I'm the current captain, Lambert Mark. Mark? And this is my trusty steed, Whitcomb. Are you a new recruit by any chance? If you're of the slightest interest in joining, by all means, please do. Oh. Well, she's passionate to say the least. Joining a sports team does seem like it'd be interesting, though. So, that's the Elisa girl I've heard so much about. She has a different air about her than the other first years. She's awfully cocky for a commoner. Elisa and I are taking a look at the clubs here. Would you care to join us, Emma, what are you saying? Right, I'm sorry, Reen. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I guess I'm not joining lacrosse team, huh? Oh, are you here to join the lacrosse club? I'm sorry to tell you this, but the club is for girls only. Can I join the lacrosse team fan club? When you think of traditional Erebonian sports, the word lacrosse should come screaming into your mind. The three key pillars of the sport are the three key pillars of youth itself: friendship, hard work, and success. So, who's ready to make the most of their youths with us? Do try to control yourself, Emily. You'll scare them off at this rate. Sexist no man allowed. Oh, well, them's the breaks. Wonder if I can find any good material for this month. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. I do that sometimes. Actually, Class 7 might as well end up being the treasure of a treasure trove for material. I don't know what material means, but I don't like the sound of it. Alright, what is this? The gymnasium? Alright. I guess this is where the fencing and swimming clubs are located. I'm not exactly what you'd call athletic, but it might still be worth checking them both out. I mean, we're a military academy and all. There's not much point in being here if I'm not healthy. Yeah, where's the fencing club sign-ups? What's with that guy? What does he think he is, hot stuff, just because he's a noble? I've never been able to get along with jerks like that. I can't see that changing anytime soon either. What's with this guy? He just marched in here demanding to be made captain. So much for respecting your elders. Welcome to the fencing club. I'm Friedel. Is it Friedel? Friedel? Any pronunciation guides here? I'm the club captain. A number of interesting first years have joined us, so I'm curious to see how things unfold. Healthy competition amongst members should always be a good thing. You'd guess like Friedel, like Frida. That's what I would guess too, but... Want to say that again, asshole? I don't think I heard that right. Oh, of course. I'll say this as many times as it takes to get it through your thick skull. As the best swordsman here, I should be named captain of the club. Did you follow that, or must I speak more slowly? Ha! Ah, yeah, I gotcha. If you're so damn cocky, how about taking me on one-on-one? Seems like you need a little attitude adjustment. I've no objections to that. Just remember, you challenged me, so I expect no whimpering after you lose. You are Swedish, and that is definitely a German name. I would just call her Frida, as she has to deal with it. Gotcha. Well, how do I join the club and take a turn beating the crap out of that guy? Yeah, I'm sure you're right. It's probably like Fried, like Siegfried, or any other of the EIs. Shooting range. Do not enter without express permission. Fascinating. I suppose there are some things that we can only do while we're students. It looks like there's so a lot we could learn in this club. Swimming doesn't just strengthen the body, but your soul too. If and when you join this club, try to think of the goal. Any goal will do, as long as you want to make it happen. Working towards that will be a good way to help you become the you want to be. Alan is? Wait, who's Alan? Which one was Alan? That guy's really got a lot way with words just goes to show why he made captain. I think this club might be for me. In the fencing club? Given your uniform, I can assume you're part of Class 7. That's right. Mind if I ask who you are? My name's Patrick. I'm from Class 1. Class 1, huh? That's one of the upper classes, right? I'm a ranged forcer. Pleased to meet you. Do you really think the feeling is mutual? I couldn't in good conscience say I was pleased to meet anyone from such a pathetic group of nobodies calling itself a class. Huh? While you're at this academy, it would serve you well to remember your place. We wouldn't want commoners to start thinking a little special treatment makes them better than a noble's. Now, would we? The thought couldn't even been further from my mind. Thanks for the advice. This guy's a real peach. Wait, what did he say? Just because you're noble doesn't mean you're gonna... I'm not gonna beat your ass. If you need to be brought down a peg, I'm gonna be the one to do it. So this guy was... Okay, so he's the one who becomes more important gradually. Okay, I'll keep a mental note. I figured this club would help me get in shape, but man, what have I gotten myself into? All right, I'll track him. Oh, not really a whole lot. We're just wandering around talking to everybody. I'm trying to join school clubs and stuff. The lacrosse club room. Let me in! Let me in! Fencing club room. Writing club room. Swimming. Okay. All right, well, let's I'm terrible with names, but I should at least be able to... Whoops, sorry, microphone. Should be able to at least visually start to pick them up, I think. Oh yeah, that's the peeper. We'll call him the creeper. She seems nice. Like maybe, I mean, I haven't read any of her text yet, but she seems like she'd be a main character type. It might seem a little quaint, but gardening is both fun and enriching. We'd love to have you join our club if you would have so much as a budding interest. I see what you did there. Yep, she's great. She's already leaving puns. I'll teach you everything there is to know about plants. Well, consider it a seed planted for the future, you know? Maybe... Every character has a portrait. I wish that I could see them. Whoops. Yeah, so I can't see the the character portraits yet. All right, let's keep looking around for new people. Hey!
Welcome to the Super Friends.
Hey, thank you so much, Taliafer? I hope I got that right. Please let me know how to pronounce your name. Welcome to the Super Friends, and thank you so much for your support here. By the way, as a new member of the Super Friends, maybe check out the Discord, because there's extra benefits to being a subscriber here that are carried out in the Discord server, including early access to my reviews, access to high-quality downloads of said reviews, discounts on merch, and other cool stuff I try to do to make it worth your while. So thank you so much. It is Talifer. Okay, got it. Thank you so much, Talifer. Good to have you here. In the library, you'll find books detailing key terminology on the second floor and recommended reading on the first. Okay, books detailing key terms on the second floor. So top floor, second floor is glossary, and recommended reading on the first floor. lore. Okay, so glossary upstairs, lore downstairs. The recommended reading corner is updated almost every month, so it's worth checking on a regular basis. What's more, many books you will read will be added to the book tab of your notebook for future reference. You can access the book tab by pressing the touchpad on the button or choosing Note and then Books from the camp menu. Hello and welcome to the library. You'll be very familiar with it by the end of your tenure at this academy. It's almost a second home for some students. Not only that, not only do we have every kind of book you could imagine, but quiet atmosphere makes a perfect study spot. Feel free to come along whenever you'd like. We'd never turn away an inquisitive mind. You're like 25 minutes into Trails from Zero review. Wait, 25 minutes? Oh, into your Trails from Zero review. And only now getting to the combat. See, that's one of the reasons I a lot of times will try to avoid going into a lot of detail about combat, because it's like, but that's just a personal thing. I don't know. But it just sounds so daunting to try to explain a lot of like these things that are drip fed to you throughout the game. Don't you have a club you should be running off to? Nope, I still haven't decided whether I want to join one yet or not. How about you? The same. None have managed to catch my interest so far. I'm in no hurry. If any have merit, I'll find out sooner or later. Well, it sounds like you, I guess. You do things at your own pace and at your own discretion. It's just like a noble. It doesn't take a noble to exercise critical thinking and sound judgment, at least in theory. If that's all you have to say, then leave me be. I'm not looking to be friends with you or anyone else. Right. Sorry for bothering you. Ooh, what have we here? Recommended reading corner. Imperial Railways, a history. The Orbital Revolution of 50 years ago had a profound effect on Erebonia, much as it did on other nations on the continent. Much is made of its impact on weaponry, but I believe its influence on transport was equally noteworthy. Specifically, the Orbital Revolution allowed for the creation of railways for the first time. Before the Orbital Revolution, there were only 3 methods of transport available to Imperial citizens: horse, boat, and walking. Considering the sheer size of Erebonia, the situation was far from ideal. Traveling from the imperial capital of Heimdall, is that right? Heimdall? The R is silent. Heimdall. Okay, thank you. To Bereahard, right? That was how they pronounced this one, right? Bereahard, the capital of the Kruzen province. Kruzen province, for example, took 10 days on foot and 4 days on horse. Such long journeys would be impossible to imagine for the Erebonian citizen of today. Like Croizen. Oh man. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Croizen. Like poison. Kreuzen. With a z, like pizza. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. So kind of like Freud, right? Like Sigmund Freud. Got it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna keep trying. All right. Such long journeys would be impossible to imagine for Erebonian citizens of today. Changing all of that, however, was the Orbital Revolution's transformation of manufacturing, making the creation of mechanical engines possible for the first time. This marked a key turning point in the history of transportation, and Erebonia's first use of these engines was the invention of the train. Septian calendar 1158. The first orbitally powered vehicle to run on rail tracks was developed through the combined efforts of Professor G. Schmidt, a leading disciple of Professor Epstein, and the Rhineford factory, known as, at the time, as a weapons manufacturer. Septian calendar 1160. The freight line between Rower City and Session iron mine was completed. Septian calendar 1165. The first passenger railway connecting Heimdall and Rower became operational. Is this series ever going to be done? Well, it sounds like after Cold Steel 4, it's moving on to Rivery, right? As a result of these developments, the concept of the Orbital Railway became widely known throughout the nations, and by 1175, a wide-reaching railway network had been created with Heimdall at its center. The rail's nexus effectively connected the imperial capital, with all the major provincial capitals. It was followed soon after by the establishment of railways in other nations on the continent, eventually leading to the creation of the Transcontinental Railroad 20 years ago, which has made transporting people, goods, and information all over the continent significantly easier. There is no doubt that the orbitally powered airship invented in the Liberal Kingdom and the family automobiles developed in the Kalvar Republic are also wonderful inventions. However, as a half a century after the Orbital Revolution, it is an incontestable fact that the railways are the most important method of transport. According to S. Reinemann. Its contents were added to the book notes. All right. Now read it again in let's see if I can practice my what was that? Trans-Pacific accent. The Orbital Revolution of 50 years ago had a profound effect on Erebonia, much as it did on other nations of the continent. Much of its... No, we are not doing that. I found a very exciting novel series here the other day. They were real page turners, so as soon as I finished one, I came right back here to grab the next one. This series is old enough to vote. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna read a lot of these. This is like glossary stuff, right? Racer Guild, Jaeger Corps. Yeah, I'm probably already pretty familiar with a lot of this stuff on second floor here. You've never played a Trails game. Avoid it, Arby's. It's a trap. You play one and then you just keep playing the next one and the next one, and before you realize it, you've put in thousands of hours. It's all lore. Run! Run! While you still can! Run! No, it's really nice. But yeah, it is also one of those one of those games that a series that it's wonderful. At the same time, Instructor Sarah asked me to go to the student council room. I suppose it should be on the second floor of the student union building. Okay. Let's see. Did I already... Yeah. I think I've already checked out most of the buildings here. So let's go ahead and double check that. See if it'll stop me from heading back to the... to my dorm. Okay, so I can still head to the old schoolhouse. voice Becky's line if you want a challenge. Becky? I don't know who Becky is. The front doors are locked. This old building's closed up tight right now. Probably for the best considering all the monsters roaming around inside. Orienteering or no, I can't believe we were thrown in there right after an entrance ceremony. Some welcome. I have no real reason to be here right now anyway. I should probably start heading back to the student council room. Huh? What was that? Was that just my mind playing tricks on me? No, there's something off about this place. It's definitely not just my imagination. All the more reason to keep my distance for the moment. I need to get back to the student council room anyway. Becky is an NPC that I will meet. She's great. LeMayo. Okay, well, I'll keep my eyes and ears peeled for Becky. A Scottish girl who lives in the middle of not Germany. Oh no. Oh man. LeMayo. Yep. On the first floor of the student council, the student union building, you'll find the cafeteria and the campus store. Let me stop you right there, guys. I can do a Scottish accent. As you might expect, the cafeteria sells a number of different kinds of food. Meanwhile, the store sells combat equipment. Like weapons and recovery items. As a Scotsman, you will allow it. What do you mean by Scotsman? What are your credentials here, Deflated Badger? As a man who drinks scotch. Okay, I'll take it. As a Scotchman myself, this makes it the best place to stockpile on supplies or buy new equipment on campus. Can I do a William Wallace? An Australian doing the voice of a Scot? I don't know about that. Hey there, welcome to Campus Store. Or what will be the campus store once I finish setting everything up. I'm afraid I can't sell you anything today. I hope you come back again when we're ready, though. Nah, but seriously, I'm... Scottish accents are really tough for me. Some people can do them really nicely. It is not a skill that I possess. And if you want me to make a fool of myself, I suppose that could be arranged. I'm pretty curious about Class 7 too. It's like they have a whole different curriculum than we did. It'd be pretty interesting to see how this plays out. There seems to be a lot of promising newcomers amongst the first years. It should be interesting to watch them all develop. Swedish accents always turn into German, apparently, and we are named Hilda and says, yeah. I don't... Yeah, Oh, God. I figured this academy would have some tough classes given how famous it is, but I still underestimated them. It's only April, so I haven't gotten too bad yet, or they haven't gotten too bad yet, but I think we'll be on for a tough 2 years. Oh, I know a few German words as well, as someone who married into probably like a second generational German family. I know all the good swears. Man, I always feel hungry after class. Why don't you get something too? The food here is pretty good. Thanks, Gimarath. I'm glad you liked that one. I had a pretty good feeling about that video. If you disagree, still a good video. I appreciate that. Like, even to a degree, I still kind of disagree with it, but mentally, like, mathematically, it makes sense. If all else being equal, if you can make a good experience shorter, the better. Like, just, it makes sense. I would still probably not want to pay like $80 for a 25-hour RPG though, so I don't know. It makes sense up here, just not down here, you know? Students aren't allowed behind the counter. We'll call it Derek's Razor. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Did you get that first year's join the literature club? We got one in the photography club, but he's already showing up late and slacking off. Huh. She's lost in her own book world again. Tall boys with glasses really are the best. Just thinking about them makes me all tingly. Was her name Dorothy? Yep, it is. Dorothy. That's the second Dorothy in a Trails game, isn't it? Spelled differently, but yeah. Gone fishing, Kenneth. That's the club for me. I think we found it, boys. Another day, another beatdown by the nobles. I thought for sure I would be able to win today, too. Is this club ever going to break its losing streak? Appears to be an unused room. What's this one? I can't turn... photography club. Oh, that's right, the photography club. The guy is a slacker. This appears to be a dark room for developing photographs. Wow, words are hard. Photographs. Student council room. This is the place. There's definitely still someone inside. I can sense it. Hopefully I'm not interrupting.
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption.
Her voice sounds so familiar.
Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Reen Schwarzer.
Who is that?
Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
No, that's not Morgana.
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book. The name's Toa Herschel. I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you?
I know, she sounds like... I don't think she is, but the little girl from Persona 4. You play the game as Big Bro. Like, who was that? It's not her though. Yeah, Nanako. but no, it's not Nanako. I don't think it is, but she sounds kind of like it. Yeah. That's why I'm like, is Cassandra Lee Morris? Kuwabara's voice actor? No, that's not it.
I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here.
God, that bugs me. Who is that? She does have that little sister energy. Yeah, for sure. Oh, man. She does keep closing her eyes. Oh, my God.
So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe.
I've still not played Persona 5 Strikers. This is Megan Taylor Harvey. Okay, let me Google that because it is going to drive me up a wall. I gotta IMDb this. That voice sounds ridiculously familiar. Is it the little sister from Joe Dirt? She was in voice... Okay, Soul Hackers 2. She was Ringo. Okay. That's probably a part of it.
So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see.
Received student notebooks.
Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes.
I don't think that's the one I was thinking of, though. Is she in anything else? Let me scroll down a little bit. Near Replicant, Space Channel 5, Persona 5 Strikers, Saga Scarlet Grace, Cold Steel, Footy Cootie, Fire Emblem, Street Fighter. She's in a lot of stuff here. Demon Gaze, Ikitosen, maybe? No, I don't know if I've seen... let's see. What else? Read or Die. Yeah, I don't think I know anything else. Huh. Okay.
And you're even using a different kind of battle orb mint, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orb mints. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Well, okay. I guess that itch in the back of my mind trying to place her voice is just a fruitless effort. Then I'm not sure where I know it from, because she definitely sounded different in Soul Hackers 2.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf, which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Bingo.
Technically, you're right, but she's always so busy. And I help out the other instructors a lot, too, so I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
So Toa's basically running the show here.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do, too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right?
But
It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here.
oh, you put it that way.
Sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out, so I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Mwah.
Mwah, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down.
Mm-hmm.
No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them, and we try to help out however we can.
Okay, I see where this is going.
I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day, and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing.
Yes, sons of a... yeah. All right, I see where this is going. I can see what's happening here. Welcome to the Not Bracer Club. Yep, there we are.
Dusk already? What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria. And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy?
Just trying to handle all those requests.
Hello? This is Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind.
Guten Tag.
I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
God, is she gonna end this call with ciao?
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But all right, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president, so Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course. But in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Obviously, you are just the average character insert for everybody.
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome.
If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change?
Is she trying to invite me to her room?
It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
I need an adult.
Make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew, and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh? She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Gotcha. I am an adult. Afterwards, Reen returned straight to the dormitory, and after relaxing in his room for a while, he decided to walk around the dorms. You can now view all overall achievements and character tabs in your notebook. Both can be accessed by pressing the touchpad on the by touching the touchpad, or choosing Note from the camp menu and selecting their respective tabs. Alright, President Toa left me in charge of handing out everyone's notebooks. Tomorrow's our first free day, so I should get this done tonight. You can explore Class 7's dorms on the night before each free day. Be aware, however, that the story will progress should you return to Reen's room. Looks like another little Persona-ism. You know, it has occurred to me, I should also check something real quick. If I hit load... Oh no! There's no autosave, guys. No. Oh, I am doomed. This is a perfect time to let everybody know that there are little reactions you can do, little actions.
Don't forget to save the game.
Including reminding me to save the game. Just throwing that out there. If it's ever been like a couple of hours and I'm about to...
Derek will die if he is killed.
Yeah, stuff like that. Super handy. Everybody can do it. I highly encourage y'all.
Persona! Huh? Nothing happened.
Oh my goodness. All right, what have we here? Oh, that's a red exclamation point. That's the you do those to force the game to move forward, right? All right. Well, I think yeah, they're all mandatory. So let's go ahead and... Hey there, Reen. Something the matter? Toa gave me these Class 7 student notebooks to hand out earlier, so I'm just going around to deliver those. Here's yours, Elliot. Oh, thanks! Anyway, were you playing the violin here? Sorta. It's pretty late, so I wasn't really playing per se, just doing the fingering and motions. The wind orchestra isn't meeting tomorrow, so I thought I should get in some practice tonight. Wow, you're really into music, huh? I can't imagine most people being that invested in their hobbies. Your room's full of musical stuff, too. It's not that much, honestly. It'd be nice if the walls in these dorms were a bit more soundproof, though. Then I'd be able to play all night without bothering anyone. Spoken like a true music nerd. What character would you say is the most like Derek so far, Elliot? I'm not musically inclined, so I don't know. This should be Eustace's room. Who's there? It's me, Reen. I've got your student notebook here. Very well. You have my thanks. Nah, don't mention it. Mind if I ask what you're up to? I was simply reading. Oh? What kind of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge your mundane little questions? Huh? While I may live in the same dorm as the two of us are perfect strangers, your proximity does not give you license to intrude upon my private life. You're right, I'm sorry about that. Pay it no mind. Also, I suggest you be more mindful of when and to whom you volunteer your time. Otherwise, people may be more than happy to simply use you at every turn. Was that meant to be a warning? He doesn't seem to be like an easy guy to make friends with, so that's for sure. But maybe he's got a good heart. So you guys are saying this guy is pretty chill? Evening, Green. What's up? Actually, I was looking for you. I got your student notebook here. Here you go. Oh, I was wondering when that would come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. Oh, no worries. Your room's actually really distinctive feel to it, though. What's that hanging on the wall? That's sort of an ornament made in the Nord Highlands. I thought it'd be a nice way to bring in the spirit of my homeland with me. I see. It really does give the whole room an exotic feel. You've got your brushes out too, so I'm guessing you're gonna spend tomorrow painting? Yep, I plan on heading over to the art club. Feel free to come along if you'd like it. Yeah, will do. Gaius is as cool as a chill breeze. And the wind. This should be Machias's room. Who is it? It's me, Reen. I've got something here for you. I'll be right there. Sorry to make you go through all this trouble. Oh no, don't worry about it. Were you in the middle of studying there? I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No need to be sorry for that. How did you know I was studying, though? You've got pencils and marks all over the side of your hands. Well then, you make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'll be pretty hard, too. Agreed. Besides, it'll be a chance to show up the snobby upper-class students. I'll see you tomorrow, then. Yeah. Good night. Windkun is best husbando, eh? Alright, and that's my room, right? And it is opposite of... whose room again? Oh wait, that was the empty room. Okay, and this is my room. Who's gonna be in that empty room? Vacant room. Who's gonna be in vacant room? You really can't beat an ice-cold beer after work. No, wait, maybe you can, with 2 ice-cold beers. Have you been drinking all night? At least try not to fall asleep here, okay? I don't want you to catch a cold. Don't you worry, prate a little head about it, me. I'm indestructible, especially since I've got the day off tomorrow. You say that like it totally excuses your entire night of drinking. Well, anyway, we were nice enough to take on some work for the student council, so that's a load off of my shoulders. I'm looking forward to seeing you how you perform tomorrow. Right. Wow, she went from plastered to bastard in the blink of an eye. Looks like there's a lot more to her than I thought. Right? I'm not entirely sure what she meant by that, but, you know, we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Instructor Sarah's room is locked. I hear if you check it 100 times, it eventually lets you in. This should be Fee's room. Who's there? It's me, Reen. I got something here for you. Coming. Cheers. Oh, were you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you. It's fine. I'm surprised you went to sleep this early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. I didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah, I just wanted to give you the notebook. Right. She is a cat. She's a unique one, that girl. Wonder how she ended up a student here anyway. This should be Emma's room. Yes, who is it? It's me, Reen. Do you have a moment? Ah, Reen, I'll be right there. Thank you. Oh, on an unrelated note, how are you planning to spend the day tomorrow? I'm thinking of helping out the student council. How about you? I plan on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Oh, right. Joining clubs does sound like a good idea. Let me know if any of them seem really good. All right, will do. Also, I hope you're able to make up with Elisa soon. Yeah, I'm gonna try and talk to her again later. Good luck, but don't try to rush things either. I think Elisa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. But don't worry, I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night. Thanks for bringing my notebook, too. All right. This should be Laura's room. Hey, Laura, you in there? Is that you, Reen? I'll be right there. Thank you for taking the time to deliver that to me. Don't worry about it. What were you doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and then you were covered in sweat. I was just practicing with a wooden sword. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you knock at first. That's some concentration, all right. Maybe I should do some practicing when I get back to my room, too. You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I enjoy it if I had someone to duel with sometime, too. Well then, good night. Good night. Did I get the book? No, tomorrow is the day off. Tomorrow is the day off, and tomorrow is the day that I get the book. Right? I need to give Elisa her... Because, yeah, we haven't started the free day yet. I need to give Elisa her student notebook, too. Right. Here goes. Who is it? It's me, Reen. What do you want?
Baka?
What are you even thinking coming to an innocent girl's room at this late at night? Okay, good point. I wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but there is something I need to give you. Reen explained that Toa asked him to hand out everyone's student notebooks. Oh, okay, wait a moment. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, just hold on a second. Reen took out Elisa's notebook. It should be this one. Let's see, Elisa... Don't read that! Elisa snatched out the student notebook from his hands. I can't let my guard down around you for a second, can I? Sorry. I can't tell which notebook it is without looking inside. I really didn't mean any harm. Or so you say. Anyway, that's all you wanted, isn't it? Good night, then. Slam! I guess I have to back off for tonight. It seems like the R is just an initial. I didn't finish reading her name last before she snatched it out of my hands, though. Is there some reason she's hiding it? Well... Her name is Elisa Ray. Just talk to everyone after every quest. Easy. Easy peasy. Can I leave? Can I go outside? I'm busting out of here. Nope, nope. I'm busting out of here. Nope, nope. From context clues so far as only concluded the R stands for Elisa. Rude, crude, and obnoxious. All right. I'm just kidding, Board. It's all right. Should I call it a day? Choosing rest will cause the date to change and the main story to advance. Elisa Tsundere.
Baka?
It's the free day. I mean Friday. No, I mean Sunday. Sunday. Obtain student council tasks. April. All right. A noteworthy loss. I kind of dropped my student notebook and I can't find it anywhere. Would anyone be willing to help me look? I'll be looking for it on the first floor of the student union and I'd really appreciate it if someone could lend me a hand. Colette, Year 1, Class 4. First floor of the student union building. Orbital delivery. I've just finished repairing a bunch of orbital tech here at the engineering club and I need someone to deliver everything. Stop by the engineering building, left of the student union building, and I'll tell you more. George, Year 2, Class 3. I have reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring at the old schoolhouse of late. As such, I would like you to request that one or more combat-ready students look into this and report back to me. For more details, come and see me in my office on the first floor of the main building. Principal, Van Dyke. Van Dyke? Van Dyke. One of the principals from the engineering club. Hey, that's... and that one guy from the another first year. I certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal on my very first assignments. I hope I don't screw it up. Yeah, save the schoolhouse for last. Makes sense. I'm curious about that one from the engineering club too. Sounds interesting. Well, I've got all the day, so I'll just dive in, I guess. Alright, you can now view quests from your notebook. And it acts like all the other notebooks. On free days, special events will be triggered with certain classmates and sub-characters. These are called bonding events. 1 point will be consumed each time you view an event, but your bonding with that character will be strengthened. When the time of day advances to evening, all daytime bonding events and quests will no longer be available. In exchange, you will receive 1 bonus point, which can be used to trigger an evening exclusive bonding event. Alright, on your free days, you can use bonding points to participate in bonding events with other characters. Differing bonding events will be available during the daytime and evening. In the evenings, on your free day, you will receive additional bonding points. View bonding events allows you to gain Link XP with a character. Okay, and that's how you basically do the combo attacks later on, I take it. I've played the other Trails games up to this point, but this is my first Cold Steel title. The weather is beautiful today. Right then, let's head out. At the center of Trista is a shopping district. You can find and you can purchase a variety of items in the store there. Brandon's General Goods stock ingredients and accessories. The Sage is a boutique selling clothing, footwear, and accessories. Keen's bookstore sells reading materials such as newspapers and, obviously, books. Kirsch's Cafe and Inn stocks food items. You can also pay a small fee to rest here and restore your craft points. So far, no spoilers. Luckily, Fungiver. You can now use the square button to access the quick travel menu. When you're in town, you can use square button to access quick travel menu. You can also see characters' locations as well as whether they have a bonding event available. Book. It's book time. Hey, that's super handy. Books. Books, I say. Books. Okay. Alright, I've got 500 Mira and... Let's see. Was there... Oh, okay, the issue one probably for the Imperial Chronicle. Or was it a... Let me look around. I'm not sure which book I needed to get here, but... I mean, I guess I could just get all of them, I suppose, huh? Have you heard of the Red Moon Rose? It's a pretty popular novel these days. As a matter of fact, I happen to have the first chapter of it right here. Why not give it a read? Are you sure I can have it? Think of it as thanks for helping the student council with their work. And besides, giving you a free book makes you more likely to buy one from us in the future, right? Thanks. Next time I need a book, you'll be the first to know. Welcome. Oh, that's Becky. Okay. Have a look. We have some solid books for students lined up here. You keep reading well in class, mate. Oh, God. Cause being a student is all about getting your head in the books. How can I say much? Cause I'll be focusing on work instead. Yes. Oh, God, no. Oh gosh. Yeah. Let's buy stuff. Imperial Chronicle issue 1. Yeah, what are the other 3 books for sale? Are they're worth reading, but are they worth reading as an audiobook the way I did for Carnelia? Chronicle and Red Moon Rose. Find them all and you'll get a special upgrade item near the end of the game. Neat. Where's my... Oh, that's right. Books. So I have this one, but where's my... Oh, other Imperial... No. How do I read the newspaper? Is it not considered a book? Didn't I? My... Oh, I guess I didn't. What did I do? Oh, okay. I don't know how I screwed that up. Okay, books. Other... No. Imperial Chronicle. Issue 1. Let's see. What would be the best way to do this?
The government today held a press conference to reveal its annual budget budget to the nation. At the same time, new plans to expand military were announced, including the strengthening of the armored divisions, reaffirming earlier statements made by Chancellor Osborne. With the neighboring Calvar Republic continuing to expand its own forces, this seems to be an appropriate reaction and the duty of the great nation such as ours. Both the House of Representatives and the House of Peers met to debate the budget in Heimdall. The House of Representatives voted unanimously in favor of the budget and military expense plan, but House peers remained fiercely critical of both proposals throughout the debates. I pray that Her Majesty decides the best interests of this nation. House of Peers President. However, His Majesty leaves decisions regarding the budget in the hands of the Chancellor, and it seems unlikely that will be overturned. Imperial Governor Regnitz speaks. In response to an Imperial Chronicle report outside City Hall, Governor Regnitz said this to say about the budget debate. The proposals of my full approval. Much has been made of the military aspects, but taken as a whole, I feel the budget is remarkably well balanced. It seems apparent to me that His Excellency has made clear vision of how to proceed in modernizing this country. It has been a year since the Imperial Transportation Act has been enacted in Heimdall. That law was drafted with the expectation that the number of orbital cars in the city would continue to increase. But how have dear readers reacted to the bill? We have found the majority seem to be in favor of the new law, though some have argued that giving the cause some of commoners equal of that of the nobility makes little sense. City Hall PR representative who supported the law. The Imperial government maintains that the law has been successful in reducing the number of motoring accidents and aims to eventually introduce it to the rest of the country. The eastern town of Seldik is best known for its grand market, which is held regularly throughout the year. This spring market is bustling with usual and attracting large numbers of tourists and merchants. But what is it that makes that market so lively? Because this town is located on a trade route that has long been vital to this nation, is the opinion of Otto, this market manager. He believes that Seldik's position as an interchange station where passengers can transfer from the Transcontinental Railroad to national lines makes it easily accessible for visitors of both outside and inside the country. Wherever the reason, the market popularity is shown no signs of letting up. Spotlight. Welcome to the RF store. Our goal is to deliver the latest in Reinford Group products. We are your one-stop mobile technology shop.
All right. You forgot how propaganda-y the Imperial Chronicle is? It sounds pretty apt for a military nation. All right, let's go ahead and buy a little stuff here. Relaxation through music. A book for tourists, introducing good tourist spots in Legram. Are these... Okay, some of the old Sky books are also available in these games. You can buy books that you missed in the pawn shop later if you reset the pawn shop screen over and over. Okay, I see. And you're talking about mixed. Okay, the other three books just give you bonus points for bonding with certain characters, such as the relaxation through music would probably be good for the guy who's playing violin. I can't remember his name. Paintings would be good for the strong silent type. I'm not sure who the Graham guidebook is for, but yeah, I'll go ahead and grab each of these. Elliot, yeah. That's for Elliot. Elliot. Oh yeah, there it is. And then there's Gaius. Legram is for Laura. It's just where she is from. Okay. And I have to use them in your inventory now. Can I, like, just use the, like, any of them or all of them? Which one should I use? Which one's good? Like if I use one now, does that just ready it for whenever? Just use them all? Okay. A book about relaxing music. Glance through relaxation through music. This book covers a variety of different musical styles. I should chat with Ellie about these. Oh, okay. This book has a lot of information on Legram. Should give me something to talk to Laura about. I might have DLC items? Yo, Mr. Chris, it's going pretty good. Wow, there's tons of nice paintings in here. I should tell Gaius about these sometime. What kind of DLC items? Events, ingredients, DLC. Oh my god. Okay. Shining Palm Bait. Zerum Capsule Pack. Oh my gosh. Now I have to decide who I want to be friends with. Some of those you might choose not to open. Some of them seem like the Zerum capsule stuff. I was like, that sounds like a good way to make the whole game. Some of these are cheats. That's what it looks like. It's like some of these look like easy mode. You don't have unlimited points. You only have in New Game Plus. So choose wisely. Focus on Elisa like a real man. Well, how do I increase my relationship rank with Sarah? Just asking for a friend. Man, this weather is perfect today. The fish are really gonna bite today. Looks like a student from the upper classes. Oh, he looks like an old man. Hey there, haven't met you yet. Have you got one of those red uniforms on? I guess you're from class 7. That's right, my name's Rain Schwarzer. Are you a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lordlake. Lordlake, class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back. You'd like it. But yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise, he's pretty laid back for himself, especially for a noble. I take it the Imperial Fishing Club's about fishing? You catch on quick. Trista's supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there's tons of places of different fish you can gather here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. Seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing on your own time, haven't you? How about giving it a shot? Well, sure, but how did you know that? Just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another. A fishing book and a beginner's rod. Are you sure I can have these? I feel kind of bad just getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club's here to spread the joy of fishing. Spread the joy of fishing. It's all good. You'll be fishing off as a white angler. But don't think too much about that. Just fish away to your heart's content. A what? Just ignore that for now. It's not all that important. But yeah, once you've started landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? Now that all that's explained, it's time for me to head off. I've got some fish to catch. I'll be fishing in the pond off campus. Just on campus, if you want to join me. I love button mashing. I'm still confused about what some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have a rod, wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see, the label says it's made by the same Lord Lake company. Now, wait a minute, isn't Lord Lake that last name? His family must be pretty famous then, and I'd assume experts on fishing. Alright, and here's where the real game begins. He was looking right over there, right? Seems like there's be a decent fishing spot. The pond he mentioned is available too, so maybe I'll give it a shot when I have the time. At fishing points, you can fish a set number of times. By catching fish, you'll earn angler points, and the amount you will get depends on the variety and size of the fish that you catch. Get fishing to earn more points. Talking to Kenneth will allow you to exchange your angler points for items. As your angler rank increases, you will have more items available to trade for. Alright, well. First things first. If we can only cast a set number of times, we at least need to make a good go of save scumming this thing. I do have a video talking about my top 5 RPG fishing minigames, but it's probably in need of a solid update at this point. Okay. I see how that works. I got a sword tail. And got some water sepith. Alright, let's give this a go. Alright.
Not bad.
Alright. I'll check out the pond later, since I've only got 3 bait left, I think. Let me just go into random houses. My husband's become completely unbearable. The only words out of his mouth when he comes here at night is bath and dinner and sleep. What, has he convinced himself that I'm his personal maid? Whoop, sorry. My sister's a reception at the Thors. Sounds like she's got a busy month ahead of her. Maybe hanging out with Kay will cure my boredom. Hey, I got to annoy Teisel some more today. This is gonna make her teach her to make fun of me. I don't know, you're not bored of this yet. You get that she's just gonna tell you to off again, don't you? No. Let's check the chapel. Around 50 years have passed since the Orbital Revolution took place. Our lives have become far more convenient now that the invention of orbments. However, it is important that we remain humble, even now. One must never forget that to be thankful for the life that they have been given. Sister Ornella. A student of Thor's will be coming here to help us today. She apparently wishes to be a sister too. I look forward to her arrival. Interesting. Wonder who that'll be. Probably not anybody in class 7. Oh, maybe, I don't know. The Leona flowers are gradually starting to wilt and die. There's still a certain beauty to them, but they're a symbol of springtime, so it's always sad to see them go. Such as passing of seasons, though. Okay. Alright, well... Okay, here's one of the students that I could hang out with. But let's keep looking around. The radio station. Radio Trista will be debuting a new program tonight. I can hardly wait. What could it be about? My heart's racing just imagining the possibilities. Let's see. Alright, so at this point, basically, I just need to find somebody to hang out with and increase my social rank with before the, so that the time will pass, basically, right? That's kind of the whole shtick here at this point. Emma is the correct answer if she's available. Oh yeah, that's right, on the travel screen. There we go. Oh yeah, and then there's also the quests that I have available to do. Hanging out with friends does not advance time. So you spend bonding points, you'll have more possible events, and 1 extra point in the evening, but it's after you do the schoolhouse quest. Gotcha. That's right. Alright, so... I'm really bad with names. I'm putting names to faces. Who was Emma again? Oh, old Megane-chan? Okay. She's in the student union. Now, this is the quest-related one, right? Pardon me, you're Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the Student Council? Yeah, I did, but you're that guy from Class 4 or 7. Did you join the Student Council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. The Student Council President told me to handle your request. Oh, so that's how it is. Wow, we're both first years, but you seem much more grown up than me. The people in Class 7 must be amazing. It's no big deal. So, you wrote that you needed help looking for your student notebook? Yeah, I've been looking everywhere, but I could think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if a person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. I see, so that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well... Sure, you can count on me. Really? Thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me where you first noticed you dropped your notebook? It was right after school yesterday when I borrowed a book from the library. You can borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out and couldn't. Or you can't borrow without your notebook because it wasn't there. Yesterday after school. Got it. So when was the last time you remember having it? Probably when classes had finished for this day yesterday when I was still in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking to my friends, and so I definitely had it then. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. I see. Well, that narrows it down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library, though? Well, after the main building, I came to the student union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. That should be everywhere I went. Right. So there isn't really that many places where you could have dropped it. The best way to go about this would seem to split up and search the main building and the area surrounding it, I think. Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask you to do, actually. I'm hoping it's there because I searched the library from top to bottom this morning and the rooftop's out because the janitor said he didn't notice when he was doing his morning cleaning rounds. Main building it is then. So, do you think I should start with the classrooms? No, I think if you'll need to check out... I don't think you'll need to check them out at all. I searched the classroom yesterday and didn't get into any of the others. It'd probably be a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest of the areas in there. The rest area in there. I have a feeling if it's in the main building, it's going to be on the second floor somewhere. Thanks for the info. I'll head over there and take a look around. You can stay here at the student union and keep up on your search. Okay, will do. Thanks for agreeing to help me out. Okay. Well, so there's that. Alright, so I do have access to the gymnasium. She's able to do a event, and he is also. And on the second floor, what's her name? It's tough. But yeah, that's the 3 bonding event people we have available. So I'm tempted to go to the gymnasium for this one. What do you guys think? Wise choice? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. All right. So we're at the gymnasium now, so she should.
Don't forget to save the game.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Here, let's add a new save file. Let's start diversifying here. Good day, Reen. Have you come for a swim too? Not quite. I'm surprised the swimming club is active at this time of year, though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training. So, how did I know you'd say something like that? Should I stay around a bit longer? Would it be fine to hang out a while and watch the club for a while? You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you come along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short distance swimming speeds. Do you think you could record my times? Sure, I can do that. Goal! That took you 22.34 seconds. Oh, just a so-so time. Oh, I should probably record some of this or something, huh? So, you tore across the pool. If you... Oh, so-so. You tore across the pool. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish. Let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, then... overboard? My father is a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim one. Maybe, but he's the Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding. I could barely take my eyes off her while she was in the water. Is there a reason you're staring at me? Oh, no, don't mind me. I take it swimming is a specialty of yours, then? Yeah, perhaps more of the habit than a specialty. The Gram is located alongside a lake, and I used it to swim there in the water to train. It seems that doing so has slightly improved my swimming in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you could join a more combat-oriented club. But I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training. That's the hope. My father told me once that the things about the sword that we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. There are things about the sword. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this academy. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very... you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. You have your own sword. You can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems that I need to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck. I know you can do it. Your bond with Laura strengthened. Alrighty. If she wanted to really improve her time, she should just shave her head. All right. Where are we headed now? We had quests to do. A noteworthy loss. That's right. Clef filled me in on what happened and we agreed to split up and search. I'll be checking the main building and focus on the corridors and rest areas. Alright. Main building it is. We're on the second floor, she said. For whatever reason, that's where she thinks it would be. Let's check the corridors here. And not the classrooms, but the rest areas. Not the rest rooms, but the rest areas. Okay, so those are the classrooms. There it is. Come on. That should be it, but I should check inside just to be sure. Reen picked up the student notebook and checked the identification field. Unless there's another identical Colette running around, this is the one. She'll be happy to see this. I should get it back to her as soon as I can. Alright, so now she is... crud. Student Union. Did you find it? Yeah, assuming it's actually your notebook, why don't you check in just to be sure? Thanks. You're right, it really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is one of the only forms of ID we students have, so it would have been awful if I had lost it, especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed another one issued. Thanks so much for your help, Rain. I'm sorry, I'm just so relieved. Well, I didn't know it was so important to you. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out. By the way, where did you end up finding it? Oh, you know, the sofa's on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area. It was on one of those, just sitting there. The sofa's on the second floor? Oh, I guess I did relax on there for a while. Come to think of it, I think I've dropped it when I was sitting down there once before. I heard it falling out of my pocket that time though, so I didn't end up losing it. Why wouldn't sitting down do that? Huh. What pocket do you usually use your notebook in? Well, one of my skirt pockets usually. Ah, that'd make sense. A lot of the boys use their pants pockets to... but you might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. Just, it's not going to fall out of there. That's where I usually put mine, and I've never had any problems. Jacket pocket? We've got those? Well, I don't know if the girls' jackets are different from the guys' are, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Hold on, let me check. Oh, wow, you're right. I had no idea this was even here. I know, skirt pockets. Well, actually, some skirts do have pockets, kind of like dress pants that kind of like fit into a seam. Some of them do. But I wouldn't suspect that skirts this size could hold much of anything. There's no way my notebook will ever fall out of one of these. Thanks for the tip. That should solve all of my pocket problems. Happy to have been of service. You've been a big help today. This really doesn't make up for it, but would you accept this as a little token of my thanks? Received a silver chain. An accessory? Oh, hold on, I couldn't possibly. Don't worry about it. I bought one for myself the other day, but ended up ordering two by mistake. I can't really use both at once, so it makes sense to give it to someone who might be able to do something with it. Well, if you're sure. Thanks. That's my line. Well, thanks again for everything, Rain. All right, a noteworthy loss has been found. All right, next up. So I still have a couple of these exclamation points that I can like use. Can I still like do bonding events with other people like Machias here? Is that still like or is it like what's the point of them still having the green event markers is what I'm curious about. Oh, so I can do 2 during the day. Okay. Okay. And okay, so there's Elliot is one of them, and then the other is Machias, right? So do the events like change based on what day it is? Oh, okay. So if I use this one right now, then the evening one will be wasted. Or I couldn't use it during the evening. It's not like I have 3 per day. I have 2 per day. One of which must be done in the morning. Just gotta start picking my favorites. Okay, well I think I'll wait until the evening to use my second point then, I guess. Because I'm probably not gonna do the save scumming thing oh, I can go ahead and use it. If I don't use it, it'll be wasted. Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do the event with Machias then. So he was at outside the cafe and inn, just right outside the bookstore. I was surprised to find that in spite of its quaint size, this town has all the shops I could possibly want. This cafe is rather pleasant atmosphere too. It seems like a perfect environment for studying. Yeah, feels kind of like a town built around the academy. I have to hand it to you though. You're really dedicated to your studies. Just doing what's expected of a student. You should try and make a habit of preparing for classes in advance, then reviewing the material afterward. Seems like a smart idea. Maybe it would be a good chance to get to know him a little better. Mind if I join you? Not at all. I was just thinking about taking a break myself. Go ahead and order something. Reen ordered a drink and proceeded to join Machias on his break. I mean, Machias is a pretty cool guy, despite being a hothead, right? You can tell this cafe uses some high-quality beans for its coffee. See, this is my jam. There's a rich flavor behind the initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. I take it you're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to coffee, then. Mainly due to my dad. He's been drinking it as long as I can remember. Thanks to him, I started drinking it when I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. Ah, that explains it. This actually makes me curious about the kind of person Governor Regnitz is. Speaking of which, is that tea I see you drinking? It is. I'm way more used to tea than I am coffee. This tea here is nice and relaxing too. I'm not sure I'll ever understand the appeal. Doesn't help that I'm always associated with nobles. In fact, I saw one particularly irritating noble arrogantly sipping away at tea the other day. That couldn't be anyone other than the Uses. And how do you sip arrogantly? Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Don't worry about it. Why don't you give it a try, though? You might actually end up liking it. I guess I could. You should try some of my coffee, too, then. They each poured some of their drink into the other's cup for their respective pots. Slurping sounds are difficult when you have nothing to slurp. You're right. This isn't so bad. Glad to hear it. I might actually consider having some coffee next time. I'm really studying. Next time I'm really studying. Keeps you sharp between the ears. Why don't the two of us study here sometime then? Yeah, it sounds like a plan. And thus, the two finished their drinks and chatted together for a while longer. Your bond with Machias strengthened. Alright. Well, that's all of those bonding events for the beginning. Now we have a couple of things we can still do before the day progresses. And that starts with the engineering building. Hey there. Good to see you. Oh, you're the person who was with President Toa when I first arrived in the academy. You've got a good memory. George Nome. I'm George Nome. Second year. Class 3. Is it Nome or Nome? I'm the head of the engineering club. You're Reen Schwarzer from Class 7, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Toa told me that it's Nome. Okay. No, I'm getting two different Nome. Okay, Yep. Hey, Brayden, good to see you too, buddy. Toa told me you were here helping out with the student council. You've probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you've just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much. But I'm curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep. You can basically think of this as the Academy's very own orbment factory. The The engineering club's been in charge for maintaining orbits here for a long time now. Wow, that's really impressive. I assume you repaired all the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request, right? That's right. I can handle stuff here at the engineering club too. Usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little busy at this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So, what do I need to know? Awesome. Okay, here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver 3 orbit products for me. First up is the orbital scale, which I need delivered to the cooking club. The club meets at the home economics room on the 2nd floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the cooking club. Home economics room. Okay, got it. Next are 2, both in town. Oh, okay, so you take requests from people outside the academy too then? Yeah, there's so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people in Trista too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is to the antique orbital lamp. It was going to Micht at the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of Central Shopping District. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. An antique orbital lamp for the pawn shop. Understood. Last but not least, the final item I need you to deliver is this orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at Radio Trista. Radio Trista is in the southwest of the Central Shopping District. Just let the recipient know that you're there and she'll call Michael out for you. An orbital wristwatch for Michael from Radio Trista. Ask the receptionist. Right, I can do that. And that's everything. Let me give you the items themselves. Scale, lamp, watch. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all those things around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back once you're all done. Of course, I'll get started right away. Okay. Let's get a move on. We got some stuff to deliver. All right, starting with in town. No. Okay. So, home ec, was that in the main building? Yeah, must be in the main building. First floor or second floor, home ec? Oh, is that how that works, 5th in line? Okay, that's good to know. So I'll have to go do some more fishing here pretty soon then. The infirmary. Lounge. Principal. Conferences. Computers. Art. Home ec. Yo, Darth Taco, good to see you, bud. Hey there. You wouldn't happen to be here to join the... His eyes are closed! Guys, I think we found the main villain. You wouldn't happen to be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something for them. Is this what you've been waiting on? Orbital scale. Yep, that's the orbital scale I asked George to fix, all right. I don't know how he worked so fast, but I'd clearly be lost without him. George's many talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate, minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put a container full of ingredients on there, they even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I believe it. You don't have any interest in cooking by chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I'm kinda curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised how many students here can't. Here's the thing, the cafeteria might be cheap, but it costs more, Mira, than making it yourself would. Have you even tried to cook anything yet? Not yet, I don't even know where to start. Uh-oh, selling dope. Which means you're a virgin as my olive oil. If you want to start cooking, I'd recommend it. You start cooking. Just make something. Doesn't matter what. To tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. A recipe book. To top it off, here's the really easy recipe to get started. It's so easy, I've got the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. Sweet. Thank you very much. This recipe book seems like it'd be a helpful companion, but are you sure I can have it? Oh, sure. We've got tons of them. If it sparks fire of your cooking in your heart, it'll all be worth it. Got it. I'll be sure to get some use out of it then. Well, thanks again for bringing my oboe scale back. And pass my thanks along to George for fixing it too. Will do. Okay, and who's this girl over here glaring behind him? Yeah, cooking, sure. Who is this? Margarita. Learning to cook is really the best way to transform my lovely young lady like myself into a bride material. If I work hard, I'm sure that this will be my chance to nab myself a hunky husband. Hey, Bullet, good to see ya. That's the best character in the entire series, Margarita. If you like margaritas. False, she is not Dorothy. Is this guy still trying to... No, this is a different guy? Oh. Oh. That wouldn't happen to be a recipe book you've got there, would it? It is. Someone gave it to me earlier. Why do you ask? Perfect. Simply perfect. I have just begun conducting some food research, you see. And it just so happens I've been on the lookout for someone who could assist me with it. Sorry, did you say research? I did indeed. It's related to the geography, actually. I'm in the midst of gathering a variety of, well, perhaps you should call them peculiar dishes. Dare I ask why? All over the world, every dish people cook has a deep history behind it. I'm interested in the history hiding behind these cuisines that we might see as bizarre or unappetizing. But it has no fun to just read about the food. I want to sample the dishes as I research their history and purpose. I see. It's certainly a unique field of study. Oh, please, there's no need for flattery, Reen. Very well, consider this a standing order. Come straight to me if you happen to stumble into any new peculiar dishes. I'm looking forward to what sorts of dishes you'll bring my way. He didn't even give me a chance to say no. Oh well, I may as well try and help him out. All it could hurt is his stomach. Here's your permission slip. I'm really sorry I made you wait so long. It's no problem at all. I'll be making my way to the church now. Take care. Oh no. Is she the... She's the new sister, isn't she? Alright. Let's see. The next two were in town, right? So in town, there was Mick's Pawn Shop.
You got some business here, kid? Or you just window shopping?
I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club.
Oh, George fixed that thing already? Well, hand it over, will ya?
Right. This guy doesn't seem too friendly.
Good kid does some nice work. I swear. Why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? Who'd have thought an item break right after I paid for it?
That's a pretty nasty surprise. Did you get a lot of students out here in the out of sheer curiosity?
Fair few, sure. What, you looking for some money? I don't lend money to kids. You kids think you think of this place as an exchange shop.
So, like, items for items?
Oh, yeah. I think I got something in a while back that a kid like you might like. It's yours in a way of saying thanks for the delivery.
Got a Blade deck. Blade? Is this a card game or something?
Seems that way. Some good-for-nothing second year brought it in. Can't say I ever bothered to play, but you give it a try. Or don't. Or burn it for all I care. Just I didn't pay for it.
Thanks. That's really nice of you. I have a strange feeling that he just gave this because he didn't have anywhere to put it. But, oh well.
Oh, yeah. Another thing. My shop's got a fine selection of curios of all of Trista. If you don't see anything you like, come back later. I change the goods sometimes. When? When I feel like it. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for the delivery and enjoy playing cards or whatever.
Yeah, anytime. You can now purchase curios. At this shop, you can exchange certain items for rarer and higher quality ones. You can also buy some of the items you might have missed from previous chapters as curios. And for the card game Mick gave Reen, you'll be able to play that later in the game. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Next up, let me double check my quest log here. So, a wristwatch belongs to Michael at the radio station. At Radio Trista. I don't have a warp point for that, so I'll just go to the cafe. Welcome to Radio Trista. How can I help you today? Is there someone named Michael here? I've got a delivery from the engineering club, and ideally I'd like to take it to him directly. As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him for you. You can wait on the sofa over there if you'd like. Sorry to keep you waiting. Hang on. No, he's a radio guy. Here, let's let's really get up on this microphone here for this. Sorry to keep you waiting. You said you've got a delivery from the engineering club for me? I do, indeed. Here it is. Wow, you really did fix it up. This is some pro-level work. We're starting a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will be just fine now, though. I can imagine that'd be pretty intense. Well, you know, it starts at 9 a.m. It starts at 9. Wow. It starts at 9 tonight, and if things work out, Radio Trista's guaranteed to see a pretty big increase in popularity, which will mean I'll be one step closer to achieving my dream of. Oops, sorry about that. I shouldn't be getting all excited like that and boring you with my life story. No, not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. This job's pretty much my entire life at this point, really. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune into the show tonight. You bet. Or I would if I had a normal radio. Well, gotta head back. Our sound producer's in there waiting for me. Normally I'd treat you to some tea or something, but today's a really busy day. Tell George thanks for fixing my watch when you get back. Of course. Good luck with tonight's show. Alright, that's the last item delivered. I should go tell George. There we go. What do you guys think? What did you think of my radio announcer voice? Not too bad, huh? I like to think that he's just like... I just like to think that's just the way that guy talks all the time. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Where are we headed? Okay. That was at... the academy in the engineering building. You're probably right too, Lucky. Oh, hey. Seems you're done with these deliveries. All 3 of them. Nice work. So, now that you're finished delivering those things, what did you think of the places you delivered them to? Well, they're certainly all unique. None of them are places I'd normally go either. I might have wandered into a home economics room eventually, but not the pawn shop or the radio station. Yeah, I don't think most students would. The pawn shop in particular is kind of hard to find, too. That's true. But now I feel as though I have a general idea of where most places in Trista are thanks to this. It almost feels like this request benefited me more than it did you. Well, that's nice to hear. You spoke to Michael while you were at the Radio Trista too, didn't you? Did he tell you about the new show they're starting up? He did. It starts at 9 p.m. tonight, doesn't it? I figured he'd mention it. He's thrilled about the show, and that enthusiasm is infectious. How about you? Are you planning on tuning in? I'd love to, but... Oh? Don't have an orbital radio? In that case, here, it's all yours. Wait, really? It's the latest model, too. Same one I've got. You helped me out big time today, so it only seems right to pay you back. Are you sure? Of course. I bought it for research purposes, but never really found a chance to make any use of it, so it'd be a waste to just leave it here collecting dust. So I'd be thrilled if you actually got some use out of it. Well, if that's the case, then thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh, yeah. Here's something I'd like you to tell the rest of Class 7 for me. Oh? Instructor Sarah came to me with a request the other day. Long story short, she left me in charge of doing maintenance on all of your Arcus units. No kidding. Like I said, the engineering club's basically Thor's orbital factory, so yeah. And of course, I'm pretty interested in your Arcus unit myself. So if you need help with anything Arcus related, just come visit me here and I'll sort it out. Good to know. Part of me feels bad asking for your workload, but it's a relief to hear that you'll be the one in charge of this stuff. That's quite the compliment. Alright, I don't mean to ask, about Sepith masses. I also meant to ask, you know about Sepith masses, right? You mean the stuff that monsters sometimes drop in the regular Sepith? Exactly. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how handy regular Sepith can be, but Sepith masses have tons of impurities, so they've never really received much attention. But recently, someone discovered a way to efficiently extract Sepith from them. Is that so? Oh, it's so. Thanks to that, most shops are willing to take them off your hands at a decent price nowadays. There's no point in holding on to them, so go ahead and sell them when you find any. A little extra money never hurt anyone. Sounds like a good deal to me. Will do. I think I'm about talked out for the day. Thanks again for all your help. Here's hoping we can keep exchanging favors. Ditto. We'll be counting on you. Alright, you can now make use of the Academy's orbital factory. And
Don't forget to save the game.
I was gonna say, I'm about to start feeling a little talked out. Yep, weapon customizations and all that cool stuff. Furthermore, Sepith masses can now be exchanged for Mira with anyone's exchange menu. Regular Sepith can be exchanged too, but do remember that they'll also be used for synthesizing quartzes and unlocking skills. Alright, let's save the game. Thanks for the reminder there, Fabian. Much appreciated. All right, which leaves us with one last thing to do today. Oh, that was a lot of work. I'm exhausted. Feels good, though. Kind of fulfilling. But now that I think about it, George might have made that request specifically for my sake. I feel like I know a lot more about Trista and the Academy now that I'm done. How do I increase my bond points with her? Who's that? Is she hanging around? She must be a member of the engineering club, right? That big thing next to her wasn't there before either. What could it be?
How lewd!
An orbital motorcycle? Well, it doesn't matter now. I've got another request to finish. Oh, it matters. Hello, nurse. That about does it. Now all I've got to do is report back to George. So she does know George after all. Ah, the wind felt fantastic today. What's up? Yeah, well. All right. We have other things to do, though. The last of which was a request from the president? No, not president. The principal? All right. For more details, come see me in my office, first floor of the main building, Principal Vandyck. Okay. Main building, first floor. Yeah, Toa is the school president, right? But it's the principal who I need to go do a good speaking with. My pal of Prince. I don't remember the voice he had during the intro scene, so I'll just try to make something up here. I'm Reen Schwarzer of Class 7. Ah, good. I've been waiting for you. He seems way buffer than that, though. Let's see. He looks even bigger up close than he did at the entrance ceremony. He must be, what, 2 arj tall?
Toa tells me you've accepted my request. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your free day to assist me with this.
It's no problem at all, sir. So you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of the old schoolhouse?
Precisely. And I couldn't have found a better man for the job, considering your class was down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of that trapdoor, not me. I probably would have tried to stop her, however. Please, do accept my apologies.
Oh, not at all, sir. You've no reason to apologize. I kind of already figured she was behind it anyway. I mean, stands to reason.
Getting back to the matter at hand, there are a number of interesting stories regarding that old schoolhouse. That gargoyle you fought is just a drop in the old bucket, all told.
Now that you mention it, I did get the distinct impression while fighting it that it was no ordinary monster. It was almost as if...
Indeed. Indeed? Testing.
That sounded weird. Hang on.
Indeed. It's almost...
I don't know. Something weird just happened. My vocal synthesizer has just suddenly decided to stop working here. Huh.
Almost as if they're... Testing. Indeed. Almost as if there weren't a monster at all, but a demon. Perhaps the word fiend might fit. In our experience, if left alone, it would always regenerate to its original statue form. Eventually.
Really?
Yes. And as a result, the area has long been used by students in tests of strength. But in the past year, many strange alterations have been occurring there. I've received reports ranging from doors appearing out of nowhere to strange eerie voices from the darkness.
I see. So you'd like me to go and investigate further whether there's any truth to these reports then?
If possible, yes. Specifically, I would like you to walk through the underground area and check for any significant signs, significant changes since last month. A task of which you are uniquely qualified, given your prior experience down there.
I suppose that's true, and I'd be happy to undertake this mission. Though if that gargoyle has regenerated, things could get a little tricky.
If that turns out to be the case, I would have no objection to you turning back. I should also stress that I'm making this request to Class 7 as a whole. By all means, do ask your classmates for assistance. I'm certainly not expecting you to do it all alone.
Oh, understood. I'll do just that.
Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this then. It's the key to the front door of the old schoolhouse. Best of luck to you. Please be safe.
Thank you, sir. All right. All right. One rage is a centimeter, yes. One selge is 100 meters. And drawing a blank on the prefix. Well, there's arge is also another one. What are arge? I think that's like a meter, right? That's a good question, Diablo. I don't know. Just one more easy piece of flavor text, I suppose. Oh, I see. I get distracted sometimes and don't see all the chats that come through. My apologies. But who else should I bring with me? I'm guessing I don't have many options. Who is even with me right now? Here be we three, I suppose. Oh. Let me make sure I save. There we go. Front door is locked. I'm not sensing that mysterious presence anymore. Seems to have dissipated. Or something. Maybe it was my imagination after all. Once I start exploring the old schoolhouse, I get the feeling I won't have any time left to do anything else today. So before I go in, I should check and make sure I've taken care of everything else on my to-do list. Alright, so I think what I'll do is we'll talk to the guys that I want to bring along with me next time. Because I think we're going to need to wrap up today, actually, because I just noticed it is after 9 o'clock, which is my usual wrapping up point. So let's switch to our ending scene and let's see if we can find somebody for us to hang out with for the rest of the evening. And if you are new here, and if you liked what you saw, be sure to get followed so that you'll see when we go live on Friday when we resume our stream. But in the meantime, let's see who's currently out there in the Twitchverse for us to drop in on. And thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight, by the way. It has been a pleasure to stream for all of you. We have, looks like several options here for people to drop in on. And let's see. You know what? Let's jump into to hang out with Hasverse RPG, I think. No, Hasverse RPG, if you're not familiar, he's a Kiwi. He's down from New Zealand. He's also got a really nice radio voice, just a really relaxing dude to hang out with. He's super chill. He's currently making his way through some Pathfinder. So not a Japanese style RPG, but you know, it's always good to, you know, view, you know, things beyond your horizons. So Hasverse RPG, super cool dude. Great bushy beard, you know, if you will. So I hope you will stick around and I'll see you all on the other side. And if not, I will at least see you all on Friday. All right, here we go.